Hi. Um, it's been a while since I've done a video like this where it's me and a webcam. I think the last time I did this was early 2023 or late 2022. Uh, I think the reason why I strayed away from it was because I was so focused on making content that was more attuned to my skill, which was making a movie review every single week. And I was more used to that than getting in front of a webcam and just talking to you. So, because of what's been happening in my world as of recently, and the fact that I kind of disappeared except for like a few shorts, I just wanted to explain to you what's happening and why I've been kind of MIA for the past few weeks. So here we go. The main reason why I haven't been posting one review a week is because I'm currently displaced. On January 7th, my family and I self evacuated from our home because of the fires. Our home is not destroyed. It has received a little bit of ashes. It'll just need some cleanup, but we're still not going to be back there for a little bit of time. And we got incredibly lucky. Somehow, some way, the house was able to withstand everything that was happening. But I do want to give my heart out to those who were more deeply affected by the fires and like everything else in between. But because I've been displaced, I've been trying to spend some more time focusing on schoolwork and being with my family and just my mental health overall. I've been making YouTube videos for nearly half a decade at this point, and I really like doing it. I haven't stopped. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. It's really just like a breath of fresh air, and I'm really glad I started that hobby during the pandemic. It helped me, get into college and so many other things in between. Like I now have a way of earning some money because I just got into the YouTube Partner Program, which I was very excited about, and I'm super super close to getting ad revenue on my channel. But like there this is like a thing that I'm like committed to. But as of recently, I've just kind of been not able to like go through with making it anymore, or at least for now. Full disclosure, I am not a god. I am a human being just like all you people watching it, unless you're not a human being and I just offended you, in which case I am sorry. But I've never been perfect. There are some times where I realize I mess up a video and it's too late and I'm too lazy to change it. I acknowledge that full on. I'm an amateur. I gotta work on that habit. I am fully aware. I'm also aware that, things are like really like kind of like I keep making promises that I don't keep, and I keep writing stuff. I write a bunch of videos that are like kind of on the backlog, and I just never make them. I have like fully completed scripts of things that I like as far back as like 2021. I've had unpublished videos, and like the scripts are like fully completed. But like I'm a human being and I have my own needs. I have I have schoolwork to do. I'm almost finished with my senior year of high school, which is a breath of fresh air. I've got like a social life too. It's not as easy to make videos now as it was back, say, 3 years ago in 2022, which was before I think 2022 was like right when I hit my prime, as in like the first era. I hit 100 subscribers in early 2022. I was just getting started with high school in 2022. I got my first job in 2022. It was like 2022 was like my year for like the first half of 2022. I think was my like break, or like part of my big break. But it's 2025 hindsight, and I'm a lot different now than I was back 3 years ago. And I'd just like to explain a few things as to what the future might look like. So, before anything else, I would like to say Movie Central Season 5 will return next week. Not this week, but the following week on February 6th, 2025, with 2 reviews for that week and 2 reviews on the 13th. And I will be back to regular schedule then and there. I think I might have to do a double review the following week as well. But after February, we're going to be back on track and start the season and finish the season in September. Or start up the season and finish the season again in September. But I'm going to college soon. I'm going to be throwing college into the mix very soon here, and I have no idea what my video schedule is going to be looking like. It really depends on how I space out my classes and stuff. But I'm not really certain of how that's going to look. So at this point, when I get to college, I'm just going to say it. Videos are probably just going to be done when they're done, when I have time. Because I'm going to be... I'm going to study for a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Film and Television, which has been a dream of mine for a very, very long time. At the same time, however, I realize how devoted a lot of you guys are. Like, back in June of 2024, the DC Movie Universe video blew up. Like, for me, it blew up. And everybody has been asking me when I'm going to get the second part up. Part 2 and 3 will be out by the end of the year. Part 2 will definitely be out by the time Superman comes out. And I understand that the wait time is pretty long, but I have it written. I just have to edit it and then voice over it. And it should be out ASAP. I've also started reading more comic books recently, and I'm starting like a new like series, like kind of along the lines of the DC movie universe. I'll be doing a Marvel television universe soon, possibly a monsters universe. There's a lot I'm going to be doing here in regards to future content, as well as Movie Central, which potentially will go for another few seasons until I decide to eventually wrap it up and hand it off to someone else. Don't ask me who, because I don't know who that's going to be or what that's going to look like, but that's my big end game here, is to keep going until we get to the 10th anniversary, and then have someone else do Movie Central and be really awesome and do something I couldn't have done, which is be the voice of that generation. I think I have a few ideas of where that could go. I know some people that I could possibly hand it off to in, say, like 5 years' time, I don't know what that'll look like then, but I'm going to probably I'm probably going to do something along those lines where I'm going to give it to someone else who's as much as passionate as I am, but younger and has more of the time and effort. The reason I say that is because I want to. I'm trying to become a filmmaker, right? And I'm not gonna have a lot of time to sit down and review movies every single week. Once I'm like into my early 20s, like I'm gonna try to become a screenwriter, and I'm gonna try to write movies for a living. And I want to settle down. I want to get married. I want to have children. Like I'm looking a lot to the future right now because for the first time in my life, I just want to map out like a basic outline and not just go with the flow, because going with the flow is good until you reach my age when you got to start to wrap your head around what you're going to do next. And at the moment, I'm just going to go to college. I'm going to continue keeping up the YouTube videos as much as I can. Obviously, I'm not going to be perfect. I'm going to miss some uploads. And then I'm going to settle down and start a family. Like I've always wanted to start a family. So I'll finally be able to get that ball rolling. Hope like later in my life, but it'll happen soon, sooner rather than later. Like at least like 10 years at this point. I don't know. So I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna try. Movie Central will return on February 6th with the next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, full of double dose episodes. 2 episodes per night, per Thursday. And it'll be interesting for me to do something along those lines. But I just want to keep up with everything, and then we'll finish out the season as usual. I'm also gonna potentially as of recently tonight I emailed an artist to commission a new logo. I don't want to disclose who it is just yet. I want it to be a surprise if that ever does come to pass, which I don't know if it will or if it won't, but I'll keep you updated. So I'm getting a new logo and banner eventually because the old one is just really dated, and I made it in like 20 minutes when I was like 14. And we're just gonna take it as we go along, and I'm gonna make better, longer videos. I'm gonna try to get professional editors to edit my stuff because I don't like editing. I do it myself and it stresses me out. But we're just gonna do what we're gonna do, and we're gonna try to make things work. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I have to do. It's just my path is very different than it was all those years ago, and I just want you to know that. I just want to thank all of you for your continued support of me and sticking with me for as long as you have. I've nearly broken 1,000 subscribers in close to like 5 years at this point. I broke 500 in 3.5 years, 100 in a year and a half. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy road for this guy right here. I'm extremely humbled at all of your continued support, and well, I'm just excited to show you what's next, and I'm also excited to get back into the swing of things and surprise you with new videos. But until then, and with all that said, I will catch you on the flip flop. Hang in there if you are feeling stressed, and I'll see you all later.